Sober Girls Yoga by the Mindful Life Practice. Hi yogis, welcome back to the second class in the release series. My name is Alex. I'm going to be guiding you through today's session. So things that would be handy if you have a bolster or a pillow, that would be wonderful. And some yoga blocks, maybe a strap, always good to have one nearby. So I want to invite you to come into a comfortable shape. Lengthen up through the spine, soften the shoulders, and close the eyes. Take some deep breaths in and out. If you would like to join me in the Sepana Mudra, which we learned in the last series video, we're going to bring our palms together in Anjali Mudra and then interlace the fingers, releasing the index finger and thumb. And then take this mudra and point it down towards your pelvis and your feet. With your palms in this mudra, I want to invite you to reflect on the following sentence. I would be calmer if I let go of blank. I would be calmer if I let go of blank. And just allow these palms to come face up on your lap. Releasing that mudra and receiving lightness from letting go. We can gather all that energy up into our palms at heart center and then start to invite in a little bit of movement. So inhale, arms up towards the sky. And then just exhale, palms into heart center. Let's journey through this 2 more times. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, palms at heart center. Last one, inhale, arms all the way up. Then we'll invite movement, so we'll land the right palm, lift the left arm over to the right, and then lift all the way up, and then come through center, opposite side. Inhale. Side bend, and can you just flow with your breath now? Maybe you even scoop forward. Maybe just doing 3 more. 2 more. And then a last one. And then come all the way up. And then move through some twists. And now let's just do 1 more. And we're going to land on one side and we're going to linger there. And then just start to drop your earlobe, your left earlobe down towards your left shoulder so you get a nice long stretch through the neck. And then we'll come all the way up and twist the opposite side and land and linger, and then get your little neck stretch on the opposite side. And lift the arms all the way up. Let's gather our palms into our heart center and come onto the hands and the knees. Move through a few cat-cows. So you can slide a cushion to the side if you're sitting on it. And then just land the knees onto the mat, palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then ripple like a wave through your cat-cows. Maybe just one more. And then come all the way into a neutral. Spread the palms. Tuck the toes. Lift all the way up and back to your Adho Mukha Savasana, your downward facing dog. Take some deep breaths in and out. And then bend the knees, gaze forward. Step the feet up to meet the hands. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Take your exhale, fold. And then inhale your arms all the way up towards the sky. And then gather your palms at heart center. And let's just do a few more of these half Surya Namaskar, half sun sal. So inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Take your exhale, lower. And then inhale, arms all the way up. And then exhale, palms at heart center. Do this twice more, following your own breath. After your next half lift, stay in your forward fold. Leave your right foot where it is. Step your left foot all the way back and just rock forward and back. Get into your hips. Arrive in your runner's lunge. If it works best for you to have hands on blocks, that is totally an option as well. Props are your friend. And then let's land onto our left knee. Reach our arms up towards the sky. Find your low lunge. And this time in your low lunge, I'm going to invite you to interlace your palms. Reach your index finger and your thumb up towards the sky, just like you are in our Kipsana Mudra from the start of the practice. Now let's just stay for a few more breaths. And then release your hands onto the mat. You can slide the blocks to the side. Step your right foot back. And then just gently lower all the way down so your elbows are drawing all the way back. Fingertips are off the mat. Elbows pointing up. And then just start to ripple like a wave, opening your heart and lowering it back down. Just take 3 more. Two more. And then a last one. Plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Let's shift through a tabletop and then come all the way back to a child's pose. And then let's come all the way up to a table. Tuck our toes, lift all the way up and back to down dog. And then we're going to journey back to the front of the mat. So bend through both knees, step the feet forward, find your forward fold. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Take your exhale, fold. And then inhale, palms all the way up towards the sky. And then gather your palms at heart center. So we're going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. Lift the arms up, big breath in. Take the arms all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, lower. Leave your left foot where it is. Step your right foot back. You can have blocks. They can be super handy. Rocking forward and back. And then eventually you're going to land onto your right knee. And you can lift your arms up towards the sky. Reaching the palms up overhead, interlacing the palms. Finding that mudra, index finger pointing towards the sky, palms pressing together. Good. Take 3 more breaths. 2 more. Then after a last one, we're going to come all the way forward with both palms. Take a step back with your left knee and slowly come all the way down onto the earth. So your elbows are drawing back. You arrive all the way on the navel. You can shift your blocks a little bit forward. Take the palms alongside the hips. Let's practice a few back bends together. So breathe in, lift the heart up. And then exhale, lower back down. And then let's just do a few more like this. So inhale, lifting up. And then exhaling, lowering. Moving with your breath. Maybe just 3 more. Two more. And then a last one. And then let's just lift our feet up and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Now let's release our feet down to the mat. We're going to push into our palms, come all the way up to a table. And just pause for a child's pose just for a moment. This is going to help us mark our transition from our movement into our stillness, from our effort into ease. And know that this is the still point that you can return to. Now let's come all the way up, coming into a seated shape and coming all the way onto your back. And now we're just going to recline our spine down and start with a reclined thread the needle pose. So you're going to lift your right leg up, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, push your right palm into your right thigh. So you can stay here. Or maybe you might deepen the shape a little bit by lifting off, interlacing the palms on the shin. And you could even, if it feels like it's really pulling at your body to lift up, there's tons of other ways that you could support yourself. Like you could have a strap around the leg so that you can really soften through the shoulders. Or if you have a wall nearby, you could even pivot and place your foot on the wall. That can be a really nice variation. So just kind of finding what works for you with the knowledge that we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. So there's 3 goals in yin yoga. And they are to find your edge, to stay a while, and to commit to stillness. So what does that mean to find your edge? It means that we want to come to a place where we're just feeling enough sensation to make a change in our body, but we don't want to be causing pain. We don't want to be causing suffering. Stay a while means we're holding for a bit of a longer duration than we would in our vinyasa practice. And commit to stillness, that means that we're not wiggling, we're not changing, we're not adjusting, we're just holding, we're just lingering. Just take another breath where you are. And then let's release our left foot and release our right foot. Just pause for a moment. Let this be your rebound. Feel the difference between right side compared to left. And then we'll go the opposite way. So cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Push the left palm into the left thigh. You can stay here or you can lift up, interlacing the palms on the thigh or the shin. So for myself, letting go has been this lifelong journey. Releasing has been this lifelong journey. And it's a process and a practice that I'm working on every single day. And I think the largest thing that I'll ever let go of in my life was my issues with alcohol. For me, as a young teenager and a young adult, drinking started as all fun and partying, as it always does, and then it turned into a coping. And I remember when I was choosing to quit drinking, my mind was all about, what am I going to do? What if I don't have a social life? What am I going to drink with dinner? What am I going to do without a glass of wine in my hand? And I was so focused on what I was losing and what I was letting go of that I didn't know what I was going to gain. Let's take about 3 more breaths. And then we're going to release our right foot, release our left foot, just pause in a neutral. Absorb that experience. And then take your right foot up towards the sky. You can hook your hand onto your right big toe or maybe grab hold of the foot or even the ankle. And if it's quite a far reach, you also have your strap, and you could use your strap and hook it around your foot to just kind of make it a bit more accessible. So what you want to be doing with your leg is pulling it out towards the right. And then you might lengthen your left leg down and just arrive in stillness. So this is half happy baby. And it's like you're doing lizard pose or dragon pose, but you're on your back. So it's a more gentle variation. So at the time when I quit drinking, I was living in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. And at the time when I quit, I was drinking every single night. I was a teacher, a grade 1 teacher, so I wasn't drinking. Like, I was not someone who got up in the morning and drank alcohol with their breakfast, and I was actually a really good teacher, but I was just coping with everyone and coping with everything by drinking wine every night and partying every weekend. And I was so deep into it that I didn't even know what it was like to be not hungover or not exhausted on a daily basis, because that was just my experience of the world. And I remember when I got through my sober withdrawal, which took about 10 days, 11 days, and I'll just never forget this one morning. So I drove by the Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi to get to work every day, which is like the most beautiful building in the world, in my opinion. But I could not see how beautiful it was when I was hungover all the time. And I just remember looking to my right and seeing this mosque, which I had seen every day for like a year and a half at this point, and looking at the sunrise glinting on it and just being like, oh my God, my life sober is so much more beautiful. Let's take one more breath. And then we switch the opposite way. So we stretch out our right leg, and then we're going to do this stretch on the opposite side. So pull the left knee in, grab hold of your left foot. You might even bend the right knee just to get into the shape. And then once you've found it, stretch out. So the point is that when I was giving up alcohol, I just couldn't see what I was going to get, right? I could not see that far. And that's everyone's process of letting go of anything. We don't know what's going to come from it, but we just have to. Have to have the courage to let go. And what we can receive from releasing can be so beautiful if we open our minds to it. Let's take one more breath. And then we're just going to release our left foot all the way. Stretch all the way out. Let your heels be heavy, your toes droop away. Just pause. Taking a big breath in and a big breath out. And see if you can just totally get heavy and get empty into this shape. And know that I'm going to bring you back in a moment when the time is up. May the long time sun shine down on you, always surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Guide your way home. Guide your way home. Just give your fingers and your toes a little wake up wiggle. Nice long stretch, fingers all the way through toes. You can curl your knees into your chest, give your body a sweet little hug. And then join me up in your seated shape with your palms at your heart center. Interlacing the fingers, keeping your index finger and thumb extended, and then just point them down towards the earth. I would be calmer if I let go of blank. What do you need to let go of to help yourself feel more calm? Release that mudra. Place your palm up on your knees. Gather in that receiving energy. And then bring your palms at heart center. Closing with the intention, the ancient intention, the original intention. Pass from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remains steady and our efforts remain continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals, serves and benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy, healthy, and free. May the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So let's just finish with an Om sound, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in to make the Om. So taking a big breath in, big breath out, big breath in. Thank you so much, yogis. Thank you for being here, sharing the space and the practice. Very grateful for you. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you. Thank you.